Matt's HG Monaro. Beautiful looking car. Check it out. Got an LSA engine in it. Automatic trans. It's an absolute ripper. Let's have a bit of a look around it. So it's got the Haltech dash in it. UC10, if you can sort of see it, I'll get the camera right. Yeah, just beautiful. Car came to us to do a little bit of finishing off work, and what we found when we first inspected the car, put bloody beanie up, what we found was it had a really small sump on it. Now, anyone who's called my shop, they will know that when you tell me you've got a small sump with an LSA or anything with a big oil pump, I freak out, and for good reason, because when you've got a small sump and a big oil pump, well, guess what happens? You run out of oil, and you run out of oil very quickly, because that big pump was found in the LSAs and the L77s and L76s is basically 22% more volume than a standard pump. Now, it will empty a 5 litre sump out faster than it can refill. So what happens is you get up it, you run out of oil. When you run out of oil, you run out of bearings, because you pretty much go dry. I've done this heaps in my earlier days when I was mucking around with the VZ. Took me a long time to work out what was going on, and pretty much ever since that experience, I have applied that to every single engine we've done now. So when you run a small sump, you cannot run a big oil pump. Now, I don't care who says what when it comes to oil pumps, you simply cannot run a big volume pump on a small pan. So we sort of got the car done, and I was a bit worried about it, so we let him take the car. We did everything we had to do. So I'm just giving you a backbone to the story. So he took the car away, enjoyed Christmas, did all that sort of stuff, brought it back and basically said, righto, let's do the sump, because I had expressed my concern. And when we pulled the sump off it, holy damn, it was bad. So the pickup was probably 60 mil, and I'm not joking, I'm not exaggerating this at all, it's probably like 50 or 60 mil off the bottom of that's got one of those Holley sumps on, which is only like 5.5 litres. But it was like 50 or 60 mil off the bottom, and the angle of it was like this. Whoever put the sump on this engine, bad. And we found a lot of metal in the sump. So basically, the bad story is that, yeah, we had to pull the engine out. We had to basically go right through it all. Luckily, it was very minor, so we were able to pretty much re-ring it, re-bearing it, give it a freshen up. And while we were at it, Matt was like, nah, put a PDS4 in it, do the heads, make it more rowdier. So that's what we did. Stuck a Brian Tooley cam in it, gave it all the good springs, all the good gear, put a good oil pump on there, we fabricated up a sump, starting with like an Aeroflow, we started off with the Aeroflow sump itself, but then we basically cut that up and made it to suit the chassis in the car, which we ended up with about 13 litres of oil by the time we finished it. Stuck an oil cooler on the front, put one of our remote oil filter adapters on it, Z9 oil filter, and yeah, awesome now. So plenty of oil, keep up with the engine, and it come up really, really good. So this was a good video just to tell people and try and put that awareness out there that not many people know. And even though these LSs have been out for a long time, we still see people getting high volume oil pumps on small sumps, and very common in conversion based cars. So if you're doing a conversion, and hopefully this video gets your attention, patrols, any of these old school cars, you need to make sure if you've got a small sump on it, you've got to put a standard LS1, LS3 style oil pump on it. You cannot have an L90, an L76, L77, or the LSA engine with their standard oil pump being the bigger volume one, because you will lose an engine. And you may come on and say, yeah, I've already done it and I never had any issues. Go and rev it and hold it at 6,500 revs and tell me how long your engine lasts for. It won't last very long at all. So in the end, it made some really good power. Let's have a look at it. So I put this one in the old language because it's an old school car, and I figured the old school guys are going to want to watch it. 681 horsepower, 610 foot-pound. Very conservative tune, only 13 pound of boost in it, 98 octane fuel. Does have a turbo 350. I do not want to lean on it any more than this. But yeah, peak torque is like, yeah, where is it? So 5,000 revs, and you can see it on the converter from 4,200. You hit the throttle on this thing and it's going to bake the tyre, and that's what you want from an old car like this. So, but yeah, overall good thing. Revs to 7,400, no worries at all. And yeah, it's got plenty more room for more power should we need it. If Matt decides to turn it up, we can turn it up a little bit more. But otherwise, awesome street car. Get out on the road, enjoy it. Rip a skid here and there. Should light the tyres up at 100 k's easy, this thing. So, but yeah, hope you enjoyed it. And if you're building a car with a small sump, make sure you listen to what I've been telling you, because you know that's how you'll kill an engine pretty quickly. Big oil pumps, small sumps, bad news. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Catch ya. Bye.